Imagine you believe someone wants you dead. You don't tell anyone who. You empty your bank, pack your cash, your gold, and everything you own. You cross cities, borders, miles, until you land somewhere far from home. You check into a motel, just for the night. You never go to your room. You sleep outside and vanish. Morning comes. They find you, barely clothed, money scattered, gold untouched. No robbery, no note, no motive. Just silence. And a question echoing in the dark. Who did this? Hello everyone, and welcome to this new video of Whispers of Evidence, where we're going to discuss real-life murder cases. Today, we're going to cover Blair Adams' case, also known as the man who ran from nothing. Before starting, please don't hesitate to subscribe and hit the notification button to support our new channel. Let's start. Robert Dennis Blair Adams, also known as Blair Adams, was born the 28th of December 1964. He was raised in Surrey, city in Canada. He had a brother and a mother named Sandra, who he married a man who owned a construction company, SS Cedar Homes, that operated in Vancouver and Germany. In his young years, Adams had a record of arrests for assaults and drug possession and use. Later on, by 1994, he became sober and joined Alcoholics Anonymous. He was ready to change. In 1995, he joined his stepfather's construction company in Germany, where he worked on an assisted living facility near Frankfurt. He then met a woman at a party in November 1995, who later on became his girlfriend. I also have to add that there were rumors of him dating his roommate before his German girlfriend, but I insist on the fact that they were rumors. Because you never know, unless something is for sure and confirmed, and I don't want to tell wrong stories. It appears that Adams turned his life around. He succeeded in maintaining a job, his sobriety, he gained a good sum of money, and also in gold, platinum, and jewelry, which is important in the case later on. His German girlfriend described him as a gentleman, which was contradictory to what his male colleagues said. They described him as abrasive. But despite that, everything seemed to be going well for him at that time. Oh, it seemed like it, because in July of 1996, he started becoming paranoid. He had lots of mood swings. He stopped attending his AA meetings, and he suddenly quit his job without getting his last check. He also withdrew all the possessions he had: money, gold, safety deposit box, everything. Literally. He confided in his girlfriend and some of his friends. He told his girlfriend his previous co-workers in Germany returned from overseas and was scared to meet them. He also said that someone was trying to kill him. He also told his mother that someone was spreading rumors about him, without elaborating on the nature of the rumors. His ex-coworkers also said that he told them before abruptly quitting his job that he didn't know if he would carry on here. After that, he just disappeared. He then attempted to cross the border into the US on foot, but was denied entry. His behavior altered suspicion due to him being in possession of a large sum of money, and also him lying about his criminal past. Just to remind you, he had a record of arrests for assaults and drug possession and use. But after that, he tried again but with a car, and they let him in. But then, 3 days before his death, Adam bought a round-trip flight to Frankfurt, and then asked for a refund the same day, saying that the person he was visiting got sick. But his German girlfriend, the only person he might have intended to go see, wasn't expecting him. Instead, he went to Washington, D.C. He rented a car there and drove to Knoxville, Tennessee, where he was seen acting strangely at a gas station. To be exact, he told the attendant he was having trouble with his car keys, and then, when a repair service driver, Gerald Sapp, arrived to help, it was discovered Adams was trying to use the key for a different abandoned car in Seattle, a Nissan, on the Toyota he was driving. Adams insisted he had the correct key and refused to look in his pockets for the right one, which was found later on in his pockets on the crime scene. Sapp arranged for the car to be towed and drove Adams to a nearby hotel because he was concerned for him. Adam left his duffel bag at the gas station, which Sapp returned to him later on at the hotel. The hotel cameras captured him nervous and agitated in the lobby. He loitered it for about 40 minutes. He entered and exited it 5 times in an hour for paying a room $100 in cash and then never entered. The last sightings of him were those camera recordings and 3 employees at the GNR truck stop who claimed they saw him there between 9:30 and 10:30 p.m., flipping through tattoo magazines and talking to an unknown man about Canadian money. There were also 2 women at the Cracker Barrel who said they saw him with another man, but their descriptions differed. The authorities believed he ate somewhere after he left the hotel because he was found dead with food still in his stomach. 2 construction workers stopping by an under-construction hotel discovered Adams' body in the parking lot at around 7 a.m. There was around him a large sum of money, 1,000 Canadian dollars, and also German and American cash. The owner of a signing company working at the site pocketed a $100 and another $100 bill, but authorities later on recovered them. Pants were removed as if Knox County Sheriff Jimmy Jones said someone pulled them down for him. His socks were on the asphalt. Sets of keys and a car to hotel room scattered around. His shoes were off, and one of them was under his head, as if it was a pillow. A black duffel bag that contained maps and various travel receipts was also found nearby, and also an unzipped fanny bag stuffed with almost 5 ounces of gold, Paris gold, platinum, coins, jewelry, more keys, and a pair of sunglasses, untouched. Autopsy found that Adam was beaten to death. The fatal blow ruptured his stomach. He then died of septic shock. His forehead was sliced open, and some of his hair were ripped. He put up a fight. Adam's hands were bloody, probably defending himself. He was cut deep. Investigators recovered a long strand of someone else's hair, which is the only evidence they found. Authorities tried to find the murder weapon by testing pieces of rebar from the construction site nearby, but failed. Toxicology reports showed no drugs or alcohol in his system. He stayed sober till his death, and he also had no precedents of mental illness. Nothing unusual was reported, except an abrupt scream at around 3:30 a.m. that a security guard nearby heard, but he believed it was a woman's voice. Time after answering the reporters, his mom claimed that he traveled to the south to attend the 1996 Summer Olympic Games in Atlanta, which was never reported to the police. The gang began 8 days after Adam's body was discovered. Other calls were answered by her husband, who with time got angrier and called the chances of solving the case remote as hell. And he also said, "We're not going to open a can of worms again." Some of the theories going around, which I have to say and insist on, are only theories. Nothing was confirmed. Was that it was a murder driven by sexual assault, since he was found naked, but there was no DNA evidence. Several suspects along the years were pimps or prostitutes. Other people speculated it was a robbery gone wrong, which is very unlikely since nothing was stolen. People said maybe his agitated behavior made him a target. Other people said maybe it's a mental breakdown, which caused all his paranoia. Or maybe he was really being followed and he was really targeted. All these stay just theories. Mystery stays unresolved until this day. Whatever the truth is, a man lost his wife under tragic circumstances. May he always be remembered, and may his family one day find closure. Thank you everyone for watching. Don't hesitate to drop your theories in the comments below. And also don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next deep dive. I'm also open for any case suggestions. So if you want me to cover a certain case, please tell me in the comments. And thank you everyone. Goodbye till next time.